Welcome, ladies and gents, to the first ever episode of my Day in the Life of series, as well as the first ever video in my YouTube channel. Now, in this video, I'm going to be giving some context in terms of what exactly this series is going to be about, what my YouTube channel is going to consist of, and please bear with me as some of these things might change over time, you know, as we figure out exactly what's doing well on the channel and whatnot. But nonetheless, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Christian Salazar. I'm 21 years old and I'm a business owner. So welcome along on my journey to success. As of right now, I've hit the 6-figure mark, but we'd like to hit the 7 figures, and I look forward to being able to do that alongside with you guys. But anyway, the Day in the Life of series is more just of a behind the scenes of my life, what I do. As of right now, I'm just cruising through my hometown, little village, as I make my way to one of my clients' homes. Other than that, I mean, I go all over the place sometimes, and sometimes I see some interesting things. So I wanted to go ahead and not only be able to bring you along on my journey, but also share some cool stories, show you some nice city Chicago views. It's a beautiful Chicago evening here. Sometimes I run into, not so great drivers, so not only does recording everything help my safety, but it benefits your entertainment. Yeah, I mean, so far today it's been a good busy day. I've had about 3 clients. I've closed over, around over $400 for the day, which isn't bad, but, ideally, I'd like to get to a point where I'm making over $1,000 a day. Hey, this is just the beginning. Huh? And alongside showcasing my journey, I hope to inspire, perhaps even motivate some of you guys to start your own if you haven't. A little bit of background story. I graduated high school a couple years ago, and I did go to university, as most people will typically do so after high school, but realized it wasn't for me. I didn't like the idea of being stuck in a building for another 8 hours a day, watching boring lectures by boring professors, all just to get handed a piece of paper. Even then, you still have to go and hunt for a job on your own. I don't want you to think that you just get the piece of paper and then, you magically get a job. No, that's not how it works. It's not reality. So it was either do that or work multiple jobs to be able to afford my spending habits. I like to spend money when I realized that my spending habits were quite high. So then there was a point in time where I worked, multiple jobs. Okay. Well, anyway, back to my story. There was a point where I worked multiple jobs, and don't get me wrong, I've worked retail, restaurants, warehouses, I've done it all. And there was one thing that I came across when speaking to other people, and that was that a lot of people hated their jobs, complained about not getting enough hours, or, just in general weren't happy with the position that they were in. And I also found myself in that position. I was complaining about not being able to afford certain things, not being able to have free time to go out with my friends or see my family or spend time with loved ones. So because of that reason, the only way I'm going to be able to make an immense amount of money while giving myself freedom of will to do what I want when I want is, by building a business. So that's what I've done. I've tried all sorts of things. I've flipped items online. I've picked up garbage and I've sold garbage. I've trained dogs, which I actually found a lot of success on, and I still am. I still have a lot of recurring clients when it comes down to dogs. So that's a nice little side hustle to have. But social media management is where I want to put my time and efforts to, and that's why I create content, so that I can get better at not only creating it, but creating good content that attracts a well-rounded audience and that pays. I found myself in the position where, I was complaining and I wasn't happy. And And the one thing that I can tell you, if you find yourself in that position, is you only really have two choices. Is you can continue to complain about it and stay in the same exact spot, or you can complain about it, do something about it, and then realize how, whoa, that guy got close, how much fun. And this guy just turned in the middle of the street. Okay, you can do something about it and realize how much fun it is. Like, I don't think you understand. Like, I'm just here cruising on a freaking fast scooter, going to my clients, making money. After this, probably gonna go get some food, see my family. And that's fun. Like, I don't have to have anybody tell me what to do. Working in all the different jobs that I had, it was all the same thing. I realized that you're always going to have somebody telling you what to do, and at any given point in time, you could get fired. Even if you were like the best employee, even if everything that you were doing was good work, all it took was for the company to not be doing so well, or budget cuts, and the company can say, yeah, well, you know, we don't need you anymore, goodbye. And now you find yourself in a position where you don't know what to do. So that's a little bit about why I started my business. Oh man, look at that sun. Oh my God! Anyway, we're about to come up across this hospital here. It's called Mount Sinai. And let me just tell you, don't ever go to this hospital. Right there, folks, Mount Sinai. Terrible hospital. I've been here a couple times. Didn't like it. Well, anyway, I'm about to approach my client's home, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut. And we'll get back on the road once I have finished, and I'm heading back home to have a nice, enjoyable, delicious meal. Catch you guys in a bit. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we just finished up our service and it went very well, successfully. So that's a good note. However, I was going through the first part of the footage and I did see that I set my shutter speed to the wrong one. So the first part of this video may be a little bit too bright. So my apologies on that part, my mistake. But we'll learn this whole setup as we go. See what works, see what doesn't. And speaking of mistakes, I'd like to share one. I make mistakes, we all do. We're not perfect. That's something that I want to highlight about this whole journey, is that I'm just a regular person, just a regular guy, just like some of yous. A couple weeks ago, I unfortunately lost my wallet and I had $900 in cash. Yep. And at the time, that was like a lot of money that I had. So when I lost those $900, I thought it was like the end of the world. I was like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna come back from this? How will I financially recover? What most people will do is, you know, they'll go into panic mode. Or I guess let's speak from a business owner perspective, right? You don't have a stable income unless you build a stable income for yourself. But let's say you don't, because you just started your business and you've lost these $900. What are you gonna do? You're gonna be like, well, how in the world am I gonna make these $900 back? How am I going to recover? Going back to those two options that you have when you're complaining about the position that you're in, I also only had two options. I could either victimize myself and cry about it, or I could work my ass off to make that money back. And I'm not joking when I say that within a week time, I made around 5 times more than those $900 that I began with. And it goes to show that when you are in difficult positions, you are forced to make difficult decisions, and you're forced to put in the hard work that you initially may have not wanted to put in. It taught me a big lesson, and it taught me to never become content with anything. If you have $10,000 in your bank account right now, that does not mean that you can just cruise and slow down, because things are always going to happen and you never know when that next loss is going to be. So you have to be prepared. And now we're here, living life, man, acting as if that never even happened. Isn't that crazy? I'm going to see if later we can head towards the city and showcase some nice downtown Chicago views. Oh man, these fucking roads are terrible. Golly. Fun fact, not too long ago, I was riding down this same exact street and I saw somebody else on a scooter absolutely bust their butt right here. It was kind of scary, I'm not gonna lie. Being on a fast scooter such as mine, definitely gotta be careful, be mindful of the road. I try not to take routes that I'm not too familiar with. As you can see, I've already put about 490 miles. We're about to hit the 500 mile mark on this scooter. And I gotta say, this thing is a freaking killer, man. I never thought I could move this fast on a 2-wheel standing machine. But yet, here we are. So we're gonna stop by right here at this little village high school, and I'm not sure if this will make it to the end of the video, but just in case this is the end of the video. All right, so after some delicious food, had some meat lasagna that my father made, which delicious. Got to see some family, spent some time with them, and now we're gonna go back and edit some videos. So ideally, I'd like to edit the first part of today's video. And it's weird saying this because technically I'm speaking in present tense to you guys, but I'm speaking in future wait, what? Alright, so I figured it out. I'm speaking in present tense to you guys, but I'm speaking in future tense currently, in the present as we speak. That's a little trippy, but anyway, you know, being out here on the streets, sometimes you can make some new friends, so we'll see if we make any friends along the way. Hello, policeman. See if this guy wants to become friends. No, I don't think he wants to. Well, he came up on me pretty fast, but it doesn't seem that he wants to have confrontation here, unless he does. Let's see. No, he doesn't. He's just listening to his music. All right, well, see you later, buddy. Oh, did he take it? Oh, he took it. I'm not sure if you guys can see that in the mirror. Oh my God, there's a cop up ahead. No way.
Hello, motherfucker.
There's no way. Let's see if he'll take this one. No, he's not taking that one. Oh, he took it! Wait a minute, guys. He literally just took that red. Bro, what is happening right now? Yo! He didn't even come for him. What? Yo, man, Chicago is not real. Oh my God. Nice little action segment. But we're gonna move on here. I'm gonna get back to editing and I'll give you guys some better views here in a second. And we're back. So we just finished my stop. I took a shower, got some food, edited the first part of this video, and here we are, about to continue our journey down Route 66 towards downtown. So let's get to it. We also just barely broke the 500 mile mark on this thing, so I guess you can say she's broken in now. So as you can see, the Willis Tower over there in the distance. We have a couple of miles for this trip to end, but nonetheless, looking forward to it. Had to close my visor. Not sure if you guys could hear me any better now, but if you can, fantastic. And if you can't, fantastic. It is currently about 4:30 in the morning, if I'm correct. You see, this is still the same day, guys. One thing that I want to make clear on this channel is that our day does not end until I go to sleep. Sometimes I live 3 days in one day. If you're with me, you're with me. If you're not, figure it out. But yeah, the city's pretty dead right now, so I'm gonna cut once we get a little bit closer. Oh man, I just had to see Chipotle. I love Chipotle. I mean, I always get like extra protein, and I have to say, I can make like 2 meals out of that thing, so it ends up being worth it. Which route you know, I was about to take a right here, but I'm feeling like giving you guys a nice scenic view, so I'm gonna take another route. So we're gonna take a right here on Lake Street. And speaking of Lake Street, every time I come down this, I'm always reminded of that scene in Batman Dark Knight. Favorite movie of all time, by the way. But I'm always reminded of that scene where he's in the Lamborghini and they are setting up to T-bone, I think it's Gordon. Is it Gordon? And he's with like Batman's company employee who like was supposed to expose him. Anyway, if you've seen that movie, maybe I'll drop the clip in the video.
Police, of course, are taking every possible precaution and urging everyone not to take matters into their own hands. Mr. Reese?
But if you've seen that movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And every time I come down through here, I'm reminded of it. And I love that movie. So just needed to say that. Well, that guy just took that red. Man, the things you see late at night. I mean, I don't blame him. It's, you know, it's really early. A lot of people right now are like getting up for work. Train passing right above us. Love the beautiful city sounds. You know, I have some family out in the country, and everybody is always talking about how the country sucks and there's nothing to do. And although that is true, you know, when you live in a big city like this, life is just so fast, man. Like, you feel like you can never catch a break. You're always on to the next thing, on to the next thing. You know, there's always something to do, always somewhere to go. And there's so many people, and everybody's just like in their own little world trying to just do things. So, you know, I love being able to...
Hello there.
Go out into the country. I almost just absolutely ran into that girl. The country, the country's nice, man. It's nice. It's peaceful. You get to just enjoy peace and quiet, all while being able to reflect and have something to miss, you know? Oh yeah, baby. Man, what a sight. This guy's coming up behind me. I gotta turn right here. Whew. Oh, that was a quick turn. There's a guy on my butt. Oh, it's a bridge. No, it's not. I don't know why I thought the bridge was drawn. We're not gonna take Franklin though. We're gonna take State Street over here. This is, I don't think it's State. No, it's LaSalle. I could also take this one. It just really depends. You know what? We're gonna run it, and we're gonna take State. I like State. Welcome to downtown Chicago, just like that. Man, we made that pretty quick. You know, it's pretty nice when there's no cars and there's no traffic and I can just take all these red lights. This is Dearborn. Yes, it is. Oh, wait, what? It says I can't take a left on State. What? Oh, it's closed. Frick, man. All right, we're going to pull a U. We're going to take Dearborn. Okay. I thought he wasn't going to go at first. You know, it's actually quite nice. Like, out of all of the major cities, I've been to New York. I have people who have gone to LA. I've personally never gone to LA or San Francisco or any of the West Coast, but I've been to New York. And Chicago's like that one city that even at night, it's like a ghost town. It's quiet. You feel like you have the city to yourself. I mean, yeah, you have your, you know, people there, here and there. But it's also because it's 4 in the morning. Like, if we would have came around midnight, 1 a.m., oh yeah, the whole city's sleeping, man. We're going to wait for this guy to pass. And we're off. Tao. This, my friends, is an overrated high-end restaurant. Yep. I said it. I freaking said it. So, as we approach my final destination of the night, I would like to end this video off on a good note, and that is to make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment down below anything that you want to see in these videos, perhaps anything that you want me to talk about, any questions that you may have. And yeah, tomorrow we're back at it with 100% focus and precision on our daily mission, and that is to make some money, baby. With that being said, guys, I will talk to you tomorrow.